Well, hello everyone, and it's uh, been a while, so hello everybody. I was just going to see yesterday. For those of you who were paying attention to the channel yesterday, noticed there weren't any uploads. I was trying to um, upload my PS4 inventory, and then eventually, you know, I couldn't go on, and it was. Oh, wait a second. What in the world? What happened? Jeez, the lights went out. Really? Sorry, guys. I just have to pause the video. Technical difficulties. Sorry. Technical difficulties, folks. You guys can see me, but see the outer rims of my glasses and a little bit of me. But I'm gonna fix this. So. Oh, hi everybody. Sorry for that little interruption. That was a little bit of a joke because yesterday. So the reason why I didn't upload Gran Turismo, I'm uploading a Gran Turismo video now. It's like 7.5 minutes. It's me driving a Nissan GTR GT500 race car. No, not Mustang GT500. A GT500 Super GT race car from 2016. Kind of in anticipation of the new Nissan Skyline GTR that's going to be, the updated one that's going to be dropping in Gran Turismo on Thursday. So reason why I did that, you guys notice I had the lights on and I used my little remote. So sorry, just a little gag with the lights, but yeah. So PlayStation had a power outage for like 8 hours, and power outage for like 8 hours and stuff like that. And not only that, I guess Silver Crown, Test Drive Silver Crown also updated yesterday. So a lot of people were not only without access to PlayStation, the PlayStation Network, they couldn't play PlayStation Network. They couldn't play Silver Crown in its new updated form. I'll have to play it on Xbox. So, it wasn't an outage on Xbox, but I didn't have to deal with that. But PlayStation 5 PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 people had to. PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 people had to deal with that yesterday, so it's glad I have an Xbox and a Switch, so I'm not bored just in case one has an outage. So multiple things. So I just thought I'd just do that as a whole joke. It's been a while since we've done it, and this is episode 66, I think. Is it? Is it episode 66? I don't think so. No, I don't want to watch that. Yes, it is episode 66 and 102nd video for the year. Oh yes, by the way, the GTR video is up as of right now, so you guys can watch that now. I was gonna do it, but I don't know what the PlayStation Network is gonna be like, so I'm just gonna do one so I don't lose that. So you guys get two videos in one. So you guys get two videos in one day. Great. I told you guys get two videos in one day, and I'm gonna do that so I can start. So I did the 102nd video, and this is video 103 for the year. It's been kind of lackluster, dismal for this year. So, but I will fix that. It's kind of fall, so I kind of feel in the mood to kind of just do this again. This is kind of the restart. thank you to the commenter. Thank you for the comment on what's your name? Um, Jeff E with the Jeff and E with the running E, like the running decimal. Thank you for your support and your message. Really means a lot. Good to see the people coming along and being part of the. Wait a second, how rude of me. Being part of the Massachusetts Central Radio Show. Camo's Automotive Radio, Massachusetts Central Radio Show, Camo's Vlog Corner, and the Vlog Corner, basically. Or no, not the Vlog Corner, Camo's Vlog. Just like Captain Kirk, Captain James E. Kirk, Captain's Log. The Starship Enterprise has just entered. Starship Enterprise has just entered. It's just entered an unknown galaxy. We're going to explore. Commander James E. Kirk out for the mission. For those of you who don't know, that's kind of how this channel got started. I wanted to make a pop culture reference to something. I wanted to start, so that's how the channel started. So for those of you who don't know, for those of you who've been watching since the Camo's log days, it's probably because that's a reference to James D. Kirk's Captain's Log, which was James D. Kirk, William Shatner's thing. So back in the, I'm not a Trekkie, but I just thought I would, do a bit of a pop culture reference like there. And then eventually we did, for those of you who are just tuning in and just joining us, Vlog Corner was my corner of the universe, and then my corner, well, not my corner of the universe, but my corner of the YouTube universe. And then there was the Massachusetts Central Radio Show, because I got, and then Camo's Automotive Radio Show, because it's more Camo's, more automotive related, so, and a bunch of miscellaneous other things. So, now with that being said, I'm going to get into automotive news. So officially, I'm going to comment on the Dodge Charger, and just how absurd some of this pricing is. So for those of you who've been living under a rock or haven't been paying attention to the automotive, you will know that the Chrysler 300C, the Dodge Charger, and the Dodge Challenger are all dead. They're not being produced anymore. I think the limited editions, I think the last editions are being made, but they're all being shelved they're all being replaced by a 2-door and a 4-door Dodge Charger. The 2-door Charger is going to debut this year, next year, 25. I think so. I forget what quarter in 25 it's going to debut. It's going to debut, but it's going to debut somewhere in 25 with a inline 6 or a slant 6, for those of you who are old enough to know that one, from the old Chrysler Mopar days. So for those of you who bought Chryslers a lot, and they're going to call it a 6-pack because, oh my God, we're going to call it a 6-pack because it's 6 cylinders and it's in a pack. Because you get it because 6-pack because they're all lined up in a row in a pack. Straightforward, like race cars. Get it? So I think that's pretty cool on Dodge's part. But this whole EV thing. So if you guys want to know, so from what I'm hearing, the Scat Pack, the base one, not the SRT8 Daytona, the Scat Pack, the base one, is supposed to start at about $56,000 to $58,000, and I think it's supposed to go up to like $60,000 to $70,000. And then the Daytona, the SRT, not the Banshee. The Banshee's going to come out next year. a million gajillion horsepower. It'll go 0 to 60 in probably 1.9 kilowatts and go into hyperspace. I'm not surprised. I'm not going to be surprised if Dodge puts the hyperdrive. We get to shoot the damn thing into space, which I think we should do since it is kind of alien technology. Since electric cars are kind of just out there, and that sort of thing. Something that Newt Gingrich would Newt Gingrich wouldn't oppose, because his politics and the way he thinks is kind of out there. So we just gonna send him to his little moon base, to his little alien world in the Dodge Charger. When the Banshee comes out, we'll do that, and then maybe we're probably going to do that to maybe Joe Biden, so we don't have to listen to him again. But anyway, politics aside, I don't want to get political. Just a joke. We don't want to send Joe into space. I don't think he'll know where he is. So he'll think he's on. We'll send him to the moon. And he'll think, oh, the moon's made of cheese, and he'll eat something, and he'll slice off a piece of. He thinks the moon's made of cheese. Another good reference to Wallace and Gromit, the Grand Out. And then he'll have to quote Wallace, and he'll cut it like, this is no cheese. This is no cheese that. Like, this is no cheese that I've ever tasted. But yeah. Anyhow. So yeah. I think the pricing for the Scat Pack. I'm thinking the Banshees the Banshee SRT or whatever it's going to be called is probably going to be like $80,000 to $100,000. It's a lot for an EV. So the Banshee is going to be between 65 and 70, and I think it's supposed to go up to $80,000, which is a lot of money for a car with. And the Banshee is going to have base. Oh, well, not the Banshee. The SRT Daytona is going to have 640 horsepower, or 630. I can't remember. And it's supposed to get a power shot, which will give it another 40, sort of like nitrous. And then I think the other one will have. So the other car will have. So the base SRT will have. So the base one. So the other one, the Daytona will have 630. It'll have a power shot of another 40 horsepower, something like that. And then, well, no, I think it's 50 horsepower. I can't remember the stats because I don't care anyway. It's too much horsepower and no one's gonna buy them because they're too much money. And then the base one, the Scat Pack's supposed to have 600, 450, 456, and I think it will have another. So it will be a 400. So it will be a 40 horsepower upgrade. So both of them will be 40 horsepower. So the Daytona will be. So the Daytona, the SRT Daytona, the faster one, will be 500. It will be 630 horsepower plus another 40 will be 670, and then the other one, the Scat Pack, will be 456, and then another 40 with the power shot, the power nitrous, whatever the hell they want to call on top of the Fretonic exhaust. It sounds like it's from the Jetsons, but we'll shoot it to about 496 horsepower. Great, but I have a feeling that a lot of people will go for the six packs inline six over those two cars. Plus, it may be down on power each one, but at least you'll be able to fuel them up, and you won't have to rely on a battery all day long. And it'll be cool to have a straight six and stuff like that. So yeah, what do I think of the looks and the presentation? I think they should just scrap the EV motors and just put the Hemi back. To be honest, get it over with and kind of throw it back, cause and stuff like that. So that's just my feeling. So um, that's just my feeling. So yeah. Speaking of gaming, speaking of racing games and stuff like that, I'm playing Toyota Silver Crown. I'm currently like level 10, level 11. The game's actually very cool. I use the wheel, and it's it's fairly good. I have two cars. I have a Ford Mustang. Actually, I have two Ford Mustangs. I have a '67 Ford Mustang, 390 GT, and then I have a 50 2018 Mustang with about 580 horsepower, and then I have just upgraded the other one to about 410, 411. So and stuff like that. And it does look like the Bullet car, except it has the except it has the fog lamps, so it doesn't quite look like the '68 fastback. So from Bullet. So my overall impressions is the game's pretty cool. There's plenty of space to open your car up. I really haven't really been experiencing a lot of the server failures. I've experienced one, but it was kind of when I was out driving around. It's not when I was in a race. In a race, I was going through some shipping yard, and it ended up resetting on me, which is kind of which I think is kind of normal for something, for a lobby to end and you have to go back into it. As long as you're not going to completely punch me out of the game and allow me to punch me out of the game and stuff like that, I'm just gonna drive back to where I was anyway, because I'm not like a bunch of YouTubers that are a bunch of really stuck up, really opinionated little spoiled 4-year-olds who say, I spent $100 on a game and it doesn't work. Well, it's how you treat the game apparently, and it's what system you run. Apparently Xbox is really good. So but yeah, that could happen to me, you know. But it is what it is. It's technology. No, nothing's perfect. Driving wise, I think the car's tuning could be a little bit better, but so supercars grip very well. Any cars with high performance do very well, versus muscle cars and sports cars and off-road cars don't do so well, because they're obviously built for off-road. So if you take a Land Rover or something else, it's going to handle like a Range Rover or a Porsche or something like that. It's going to handle like one, of course. I like it that the engine noises are not completely stale, because I'm pretty sure these developers didn't want late 90s, early 2000s Gran Turismo vacuum noises in GT cars. Gran Turismo and Polyphony know that all too well, because some of the greatest GT cars, including the Corvette C5R, sounded like a vacuum cleaner instead of having a rumble with the V8. And they've subsequently gotten better, although they don't have a Corvette C5R in the game, or a Corvette C7R. They have GT3 because they can't use the cars. I know it's kind of dumb, but yeah, that's what Forza's for to fill in that void. So yeah, it's a really cool. Plus, I like the landscape and kind of the layouts of the game a little bit, and going through each town, going through each mountain road, being able to ship it yourself. I have paddle ships on on the car. The only criticism I have of the game is the animation for shifting. Apparently, if you go to Gran Turismo Forza, you'll see the guy roll the gears. Apparently, the guy at KT Racing, the guys who developed this game, think every car has a sequential gearbox. Because I'm in my Mustang from 1967. Last time I checked, there was no such thing as a semi-automatic or a sequential gearbox. Yes, I know there was a semi-automatic in the Chaparrals back in the early to late 70s, early to late 60s, early 70s. Yes, I know. I'm aware. But it's weird not seeing your guy do this, and all he does is every time you gear down, it's like dun, 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 and it's just like, I can see why people are pissed off about this, but then again, I didn't spend that money. I spent $60 on it, so I'm not losing a ton of money. So they're just gonna keep adding on and changing things as they go along. It's a game, so the more evolution, the better. Gran Turismo is well worth. Is really good. I mean, it's been around for about 2 years, well, about a year now, and has it been around for about a year now? Really? 2002. I misspoke. So it's been around since March 2002. So the game is over 2 years in March, April, May, June, July, August, and it is about So it's about a year. So it's about 2.5 years old, and it's still going strong. And there's an update coming up on Thursday, and we're supposed to get a Mitsubishi Evo because we can't get enough of our Evos on Gran Turismo. For those of you who grew up with Fast and the Furious, Fast Too Furious, you'll know what I mean. So, and Evos are just kind of a cool car. I don't know why people are bitching and moaning about, oh, it's another Evo. And then we're gonna get a GTR from the last update. The last update kind of looks like one of the older 90s GTR with the recessing grill. And then we're going to get the Toyota Hiace, which is a fan. I'm hoping two things. One, Toyota released it with an engine swap. And I hope it's either a 2JZ or a V10 from or it's a V10 from I hope it's a V10 from the LFA, or maybe something that we can turbocharge or something like that, something beefy. But then again, what would really be cool, and I would like this, is if you hear me, Cass, Yamaguchi, please put a 6.2 LT5 Corvette V8 with 1,000 horsepower. I would love, actually, even better. This is so devious. Either that, or you could put I would either like to see the 6.2 engine from the LFA or the 7-liter 427 from the Roadster Shop Camaro, or maybe that 1,199 horsepower Maverick 351 Cleveland engine that is 7 liters with 1,000 horsepower and upgrade it to 14. Oh, that would be so good. But we'll see. That'd be so fun. I guess gotta leave it to the. And a lot of people were just sitting there like, "Oh, we're getting a fan. That's lame. We can't do anything with it. The last fan we got goes too slow." They need an engine. By the way, for the high medic one, we need an engine swap, Cavs. We either V10 or a 2JZ for that car, or a V8 or something like that. But it's. But I gotta leave it to the. I just gotta leave it to the Japanese. They always have somewhat of a running eccentric joke going on, and they're always they're wise Alex when it comes to this little tricks and jokes and stuff like that. You just gotta love that. A lot of people just that's what I love about that culture, because they're so random and so mysterious, and they just play little tricks and gags with everything. It's from anime to entertainment. They always have something. There was something screwy going on, or some little little thing going on. But just gotta love the Japanese for it. So, but yeah, I'm gonna bid this one to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm probably gonna record one tomorrow. Don't know what time, but when I get home, probably. But I will catch you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. My little joke about the PlayStation outage, PlayStation Network outage. But I will see you guys later, and hope you guys have a good day. Thank you.